planet is going to fight back. Our ancestors are here to fight back. We have aid and assistance from other advanced civilizations that are here to help us. All right? Because they have been trying to contact us for a long time. But they had the frequency so low on this realm that the ancestors were not able to break through and contact many of you. All right? We have been trying to reach out to many of you for years. The ancestors have been trying to reach out to us for years. All right? But many of us was vibrating so low that we couldn't see. Right? Like, anytime you see a number, it's the ancestors talking to you. They call them angel numbers, but we are the angels, okay? You know, you are that guardian angel that they told you about that's looking over your shoulder. That's you. You know what I'm saying? All right? So the ancestors talk to you through numbers. All right? You see numbers, look them up. You know,
5 separate gases coming out of this reptilian tanker, dropping 5 gases at 300 feet. You're smoking their gas today because they drop this gas only on technically advancing communities on the planet. Okay? Every 4 to 6 weeks. So you could be getting it today. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They didn't see it because everybody's minds are controlled to not see it, just like a stealth system. So the commander of this squadron made sure that that stealth was turned on. He forgot to turn on the stealth that prevents the camera from photographing it. The reason you don't see these, they're flying all over us. There's hundreds of them. There's thousands of them every single day on your planet. They're dropping the gas. So your mind is being controlled, and you don't function normally, or how you should function. We are being mind controlled, not for the last couple of weeks, but for thousands of years.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Out in 2002 or 2001 called Time and the Technosphere. The Technosphere is generally the matrix that we are in. Now, this matrix that we are in, this illusionary world that we are in, is created by junk DNA. In so many words, our melanin creates this matrix prison that we are in. So both the junk DNA and the connected DNA. So we have the junk DNA, which is disconnected from the DNA. Both the junk DNA or the connected DNA is constantly emanate a vibratory signals and pulses that transmit throughout our whole body mind, effectively creating a genetic hologram or in a 3D world around us. So this 3D world we call the matrix, we call it Maya, we call it illusion. The 3D collective consciousness hologram is created by junk DNA signals, which come to be known as the hologram created, or what is also be known as the technosphere. The technosphere matrix, the matrix of technology, human thought, and the collective consciousness of humanity is based on fear. It's based on fear. So our melanin, because it's disconnected from the DNA, because you got a connected DNA, 2 strands, but you're supposed to have, 10 other strands, something like that.
To go with it, yes.
Huh?
Yeah. I was saying the 10 other strands to go with it.
Right, which is found on the Kabbalah, or the Tree of Life. Now, so this particular DNA strands, because we're supposed to have 12 or what have you, but it might be multiple DNAs within the 12. But it's about like the movie Fifth Element when they showed the girl, it was the fifth element, and they showed her DNA, and it was multiple. In so many words, that particular part is called junk DNA. Now, the technosphere is this, a minor representation of disconnected DNA patterns. Together, two forms create a virtual mirror net. When the initial manifest the external structures, which in turn keeps the masses of humanity bound and hypnotized in a 3D world. These structures are fed and fed live off the negative emotions, body dysfunctions, and apparently unthinkable inherent family traumas and behaviors.
And Daniel.
All praise to Yah.
In Babylon, Daniel's name wasn't the Hebrew name Daniel. It was Belteshazzar. And that's how it's shown in the King James Version. Just like that. But that doesn't help you really understand what they were really doing with that name. The name was actually Belteshazzar. And that name was used because they incorporate the name of their gods in their names. And the name of their god at the time of Babylon was Baal. This is very much what they do in language. It's why Yah is incorporated in many of the Hebrew names. Jeremiah or Yirmiyahu, Isaiah or Yeshayahu, Zechariah or Zachariah, Matthew or Mattheyahu. Yah is incorporated in their names for respect, admiration, and honor.
Yah.
Their names have meanings. So a name like Zechariah or Zechariah actually means Yahuwah remembers. He is incorporated in their lives. But this was not just something that the Hebrews did, but Babylon honored their god Baal in their names, which is why we see these different names like Nebuchadnezzar's son, Baalshazar. This influence is quite common. The Greeks also incorporated this. Their god Zeus was incorporated in many of their names. Dionysus, Bacchus, Icarus, Olympus, Prometheus, Cyprus, Uranus. Which is why I do not use the Greek transliteration of our Messiah's name, Jesus. I just want to point out this practice.
Peace, you guys. So many of you wanted the footage of the underground tunnels, and here you go. Be sure you guys pay attention, stay safe, watch your surroundings. You never know if you are someone's target. All right. Peace.
Cameras can be disguised as everyday objects, and they can be scattered around your house or Airbnb, and you wouldn't know about it.
3-star motel. This what really freaked me out up here by the front door.
The Kalashura were a mysterious and reclusive group residing deep within the dense forests of the Eastern Ghats, in what is now the Indian state of Andhra Pradesh. What set them apart from any other tribe were the unique horn-like growths that some members of their community were said to possess.
Rapper BG is free. I noticed a lot of people wanted to know who this lady is. This is who she is.
So there's a man from Montana named Samuel Hoffman, and back in 1978, Samuel discovered that we actually have a twin solar system that our government wasn't telling us about. The government found out about Samuel's discovery and not long afterwards forced Samuel into signing a 30-year non-disclosure agreement to keep him quiet. That agreement ended in 2010, which was the same year these other planets started becoming visible. Samuel said they do not want people to know these other planets exist because some of the planets are inhabited and Earth is actually considered a factory planet where we provide commodities like gold to some of these other planets in this other solar system. This other system travels on an elliptical cycle, and every 3,600 or so years our two solar systems meet up. This is the real reason for why our skies look as strange as they do. We're seeing the atmospheres of these other planets that are currently in between Earth and our Sun. Each planet has its own particular looking colors and cloud textures which have been studied and documented for over 10 years now. Also, back in the early 80s, Samuel was abducted by a Pleiadian who supplied Samuel with the names of these planets, one of which is Nibiru. Samuel also has a rare ability called farsighting, which allows him to see visions in his mind of these other planets, their moons, and even the asteroids that are associated with this other system. He then draws out what he sees, and I'm here to tell you, his accuracy is undeniable. Also, gravity is basically a lie. We actually live in an electrical universe, not gravitational. These planets repel electromagnetically. They create powerful lightning storms as they push themselves away from Earth. There's literally no limit to the number of lies our government tells in order to keep people from knowing this other system exists and is passing above our heads daily. Things like climate change, geoengineering, Project Bluebeam, HAARP, the Sun Simulator, and even chemtrails are all cover-ups and distractions to explain away all the strange effects that we're seeing in our skies today. They have conditioned most people into believing all the streaks we see in the sky are man-made chemtrails when actually most of these streaks are caused by these other planets and asteroids dragging across our atmosphere. Only a small amount are man-made. For more information on our twin solar system, I recommend you go to YouTube to see Samuel Hoffman's collection of videos and interviews, as well as finding him on Facebook under Montana Skywatcher number 2, as well as visiting our Nibiru Followers Anonymous group. Thank you for watching.
I said, you think I'm playing? If you don't take them damn glasses off. Roseanne, he lifted up his glasses and everything was black.
I went to hell and back, and my road to recovery had some potholes as well. But I'm coming back. We're in an unpredictable time, so that's why I'm doing every single thing that I can to make sure that I protect my body.
I see you not swallowing, baby. Yes, indeed. Why? You ain't blinked in 6 minutes. I saw that.
And I know a lot of people were waiting, or wanting to hear updates. But to be honest with you, I just didn't want you to see me like that, man.
So, Monique has shared another story of how Hollywood might have cloned one of its greatest actors, and it's being alleged that it's Jamie Foxx. Let's get into more of how Hollywood has supposedly transformed Jamie.
I see you not swallowing, baby. Yes, indeed. Why? You ain't blinked in 6 minutes. I saw that.
Previously, when Monique was on Roseanne's podcast, she talked about how Hollywood was cloning its celebrities and how easy it was to spot them with the tiny glitches on video. Recently, she went ahead and shared a story of how one of the men in her shows had black eyes.
I said, you think I'm playing? If you don't take them damn glasses off. Roseanne, he lifted up his glasses and everything was black.
Monique said while she was on her show, she spotted a man with sunglasses at the front row, so she told him to remove his glasses, but was shocked to see the man had black eyes. After her suspicious message allegations started, that it must have been Jamie Foxx due to the subtle changes he has had after he went through the hush-hush health crisis. If you've been online for the last couple of months, you might be wondering, so what happened to Jamie Foxx? Jamie Foxx was in the middle of filming in Atlanta for his Netflix movie Back in Action, where he recruited former co-star Cameron Diaz after her hiatus from acting when suddenly he had to be rushed to hospital due to an emergency. Jamie was admitted to the emergency room on April 11th, 2023, due to an unknown illness, and his daughter, Corinne, revealed on April 12th that his father was not doing well and had been rushed to the emergency room. From the Fox family, we wanted to share that my father, Jamie Foxx, experienced a medical complication yesterday. Luckily, due to quick action and great care, he is already on his way to recovery, the April 12th Instagram post said. We know how beloved he is and appreciate your prayers. The family asks for privacy during this time. Much love, the Fox family. Since not much was said about what exactly had happened and the family was keeping everything private, allegations started popping up that Jamie was actually in a very bad situation and he might even lose his life. His friends and co-stars made the matter worse when they started sending prayers and asking their fans to send prayers to Jamie because he was in a bad condition. Jamie's longtime pal, Kerry Washington, sent him love after she learned of his unexpected hospitalization by sharing a throwback Instagram pic of the pair. At I Am Jamie Foxx appreciation post, sending you all the love and prayers, my movie husband. Nicole Murphy also told people that Jamie's is like a brother to her. I just pray everything will be okay, she told the outlet. We love Jamie. You know, he's so talented and he's an iconic person. He's just amazing. He's like a brother to me and I adore him. I really pray that everything works out for the best for him. Due to the fact that everyone made it a big deal, fans believed that Jamie was actually going through an emergency and he wasn't well. Their belief was shattered when his daughter went online and claimed that her father was doing well and had even been released from hospital. Corinne Foxx revealed on her Instagram story that the 55-year-old Academy Award-winning actor was home and feeling well enough to engage in some physical activity. Hitting back at a report that Jamie was preparing for the worst, she wrote, "Update from the family. Sad to see how the media runs wild. My dad has been out of the hospital for weeks recuperating." She added, "In fact, he was playing pickleball yesterday. Thanks for everyone's prayers and support." Her message was very different from all that was being said online, where everyone was talking about how Jamie was in a bad situation, and this made fans feel as if there was something going on behind the scenes that Jamie's family was hiding. Things seemed to be going so well that Fox announced that father and daughter would be teaming up to host We Are Family, a new musical game show on the network. And that same day, a report by TMZ said that Jamie had been recovering well and that he was getting physical therapy treatment at one of the country's best rehab facilities in Chicago. The public started wondering why Jamie, who was allegedly doing okay, wasn't speaking up for himself, and due to all the questions being asked, he sent a message out to family, friends, and fans via Instagram to give an update on his condition. Appreciate all the love, feeling blessed. While he assured fans he was doing okay, most became skeptical due to the fact that sources were still claiming that Jamie was still in the hospital. According to sources to TMZ, sources close to Jamie also confirmed that he was still in the hospital and asked fans to pray for Jamie. They also said that Jamie would not be hosting the game show Beat Shazam this season and that his daughter Corinne, who was the resident DJ for the show, will also not be returning to the season to look after her father. The privacy and lack of public information around Jamie's health issues allowed a lot of fear and speculation to flourish on the internet, and they became worse when AJ Benza, a podcaster or former writer for the New York Daily News, made claims that Jamie was on his deathbed during an episode of Dr. Drew Pinsky's online talk show, Ask Dr. Drew.
I had somebody in the room who let me know that Jamie had a blood clot in his brain after he got the shot.
Benza made the unsubstantiated claim that Fox was partially paralyzed and blind after he received a COVID vaccine in order to work on the film Back in Action. The former gossip columnist said his unnamed source was in the room when Jamie was vaccinated and developed a blood clot. Pinsky didn't push back on Benza's claims, but Jamie's rep told NBC News that what the former gossip columnist said was untrue. While his family claimed he was home, TMZ claimed that Jamie Foxx was transferred to a rehabilitation center in Chicago that specializes in stroke recovery, traumatic brain injury rehab, spinal cord injury rehab, and cancer rehabilitation. His family members, Corinne and Annalise, as well as Annalise's mother, Kristen Granis, were seen driving to the hospital and bringing out flowers. Annalise even brought her guitar to supposedly serenade her father. This information seemed more realistic to fans than claiming that Jamie had already recovered and was playing since there was no sign of the star, online or offline. It wasn't until July 9th, 2023 that Jamie Foxx was spotted on a boat in Chicago waving to passersby in footage obtained by TMZ. Boat life celebrating summer with at Brown Sugar BBN, he tweeted afterwards. He also hit up a Topgolf in Nashville on July 8th, 2023, and life is in full swing for him. The public started speculating that Jamie had been cloned and transformed, and that was how he was able to recover so fast and start taking videos. Others speculated that the Jamie in the clips was not the real guy, and these speculations collided with Monique's message that Hollywood was cloning its celebrities. On Saturday, July 22nd, 2023, Jamie Foxx finally posted about his condition on his Instagram. He posted the video with the caption, "Thank you a billion to everybody. Been a long road, but all the prayers great people, and God got me through." Though he didn't disclose what he had, he thanked all his fans, saying he went through something that he thought he would never, ever go through. Fans then noticed how much he had changed and transformed. Jamie had gotten lighter, both physically and even his skin tone, and even though his weight loss could be because of the illness, his lightened skin didn't make any sense. Jamie also shouted out his support system, to them, to God, to a lot of great medical people. "I'm able to leave you this video," he shared. "I cannot tell you how great it feels to have your family kick in such a way, and y'all know they kept it airtight. They didn't let nothing out." He also confirmed that he's not paralyzed or blind, as rumors circulated. "I went to hell and back, and my road to recovery had some potholes as well," he explained. "But I'm coming back, and I'm able to work." To Jamie, whoever or whatever you are, we hope you stay healthy and wealthy and wise. A fan on Twitter said, "Jamie Foxx being in They Cloned Tyrone and then him going in the hospital looking like that and coming out looking like this just don't sit right with me." Another said, "The center of the bullshit in They Cloned Tyrone being the church is insane. They literally putting that shit in your face. Hollywood is the weirdest place. And the new Jamie Foxx ain't the old Jamie Foxx." So who do you think Monique was talking about, and is Jamie quite all right? Tell us in the comment section. Remember, this video is based on speculations and opinions, and if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
In the event of my untimely demise, don't let my energy go in vain that I put on the planet. Because I can't stop them from attacking me, and I ain't gonna not attack back. And I know who's staying with me. I know my ancestors with me, but you feel me? If it's gonna be a storyline, it's gonna be he came, he enlightened, they tried to do him like they did everybody else, and he took a bunch of motherfuckers with him. And after that, the whole planet went up. Everything. Shit just started crumbling. Literally, like, niggas think they seeing tornadoes and earthquakes. You think you seeing nature attack? I'm one with nature. You think nature don't love Rashad Jamal? When so very few people even embrace her? I'm reminding people to go back to her. Why wouldn't she hold me there?
Every consumer cell phone will be part of a nationwide emergency alert test.
Now, this test is going to be sent not only to your cell phones, but it's going to be sent to your radios, your TVs, probably any of your smart devices.
And even if you usually have your phone on silent, this one, you ain't going to be able to turn off.
The timing and the date is interesting because the term 10-4, along with its meaning, is part of terms used in law enforcement.
Y'all ever notice before they run a roller coaster, they do a test? Are they about to put us through a big roller coaster?
They're going to send a signal, and it's going to sound like a phone ringing. It's going to send you into a trance or a zombie-like state. You ever seen that movie Kingsman?
I didn't expect it to be that effective.
What kind of response are we talking?
100%.
So everyone's been affected, whether they have a SIM card or not.
Don't use your cell phone.
Have you guys seen that movie, Cell? This entire movie is based around the idea that cell phones will transmit a frequency that turn people into apocalyptic zombies.
Listen to my people. Today is a big deal. It's a big deal for all of us.
and y'all need to listen. I'm gonna drop some jewels on y'all up front, but the main information about to come at the end of this video, so I need y'all to check this out. Today is Rosh Hashanah. We're supposed to start trying to overcome all sins up until the 25th, where we're supposed to fast for the entire day. To my people who know who you are, this is what you're supposed to do at this time. But let's go ahead and get into what this is all about. I did some praying, y'all, to the Most High on the behalf of my people, because I know it's a lot of y'all out there that's trying to get in touch with the Most High, and y'all wondering why y'all not hearing what I hear. Y'all, the answer's so simple, it's gonna drive y'all crazy. I'm gonna show y'all exactly what he done to me. He added to me by subtracting something from me. Pure genius. But he the Most High, he know all things. But I need y'all to understand what I found. Check this out. After I prayed and wanted to know why a lot of people can't hear him and why they out of touch, you know what the Most High told me? He said, get up. He said, go in there and get everything you got in there. He said, go in there, take a shower, clean yourself. Make sure you clean yourself, wash your hair with whatever you do. Make sure you cleaned up and wait on me. He told me to wait on him, y'all. So that's what I did. I got in there, took a shower, cleaned myself up, put my chemicals and all that, got myself cleaned up, waiting to hear from the Most High, right? Let me tell y'all how this played out. Middle of the night comes. I'm getting ready to walk in spirit, and all of a sudden, I can't do it no more. You hear me? I was unable to walk in the spirit. I was unable to sleep. I couldn't think right. My old lady next to me, my queen, she told me, she was like, it was like you was having a seizure or something. And I couldn't figure out what was happening, right? So I gave it to the Most High to take over, because I couldn't snap out of it. I had then lost my ability to see in the spirit. And I'm like, what is going on? How is this possible? Next thing I know, a few minutes later, my stepdaughter walks in. She also can't sleep. And I realized everybody in the house can't sleep. They can't focus. No one is able to get their rest. And I'm like, what, Lord, what is going on? I realized I had a massive headache. I'm talking about it was throbbing, y'all. I couldn't sleep, ringing, everything felt disoriented. I just couldn't figure out what was going on with me. I had to pray about it and see what was going on. After I prayed, I got this big urge to just eat watermelon. It's gonna get deeper. I got this urge to just eat nothing but watermelon, y'all. This plays a big part, y'all, because it's a big deal, and I need y'all to understand what the Most High showed me by taking away from me. He told me next time, go back, take a shower without using the things that you normally use to take a shower. So I went back and took a shower, y'all. Hopped in the shower, washed my beard, washed my hair, no chemicals, no nothing. Next thing I know, my headache stopped. It completely stopped. My confusion stopped. I got the kids to do it, same thing with them. Confusion stopped, headache stopped. I had an urge for watermelon. So I had to stop and think, like, what could have possibly been the variable here? You know what I'm saying? What happened? And I realized everybody in the house had just gotten their hair done. And you know what we did when we got our hair done? This is how they doing it to y'all. This is why y'all ain't unable to receive this signal. Listen, this is what they doing. They put it right in our face in the movie They Cloned Tyrone. The hair products. They done it to us with the hair products. You don't believe me? Check this out. I'm gonna show y'all right here. Right in the lid as 87. You're gonna see the numbers. Y'all just pay attention, because right now they just look like you probably can't even see it. Specifically, my melanated people, y'all go look at y'all hair products. I got to show y'all this. I'm gonna show y'all what I found. This is my twisting cream. You see what I'm saying? I get to research and trying to figure out what's going on, and bam, I turn it around. I work building aircrafts, and I notice. You guys see that? See it at the top? Now you see it. 89 ohms. Ohms are used to measure resistance. Now, When you use ohms in a system that's something like, say, speakers, ohms are used as a way to control the flow of energy coming to that speaker, which keeps the amplifier from overheating and blowing the speaker, right? Now, you take those same ohms and you put it on something that lives off bringing in as most energy as possible, right? You involve 89 ohms onto our hair and our skin. The worst thing you can do to a grounding connection is what? Lubricate it. So by putting 89 ohms of resistance on your beard and your hair above your head, you have now, guess what? Caused resistance to stop frequencies from coming into your pineal gland. That's right, y'all getting it. They shutting our pineal gland off by our freaking hair products. This is what the Most High showed me. This is how he added to me by subtracting. He told me first, go take a shower and use all the chemicals. I was unable to sleep after doing that. I was unable to walk in the spirit. After I woke up and washed all these chemicals out of my hair, my abilities immediately came back. When I went and ate, you guessed it, watermelon, my thirst was gone. My headache stopped. The enemy, specifically, y'all know me, I'm a high vibration person, and I hate to say anything decisive. But this post is about this. If you got this, you grow like this. See that? This sun soaks up. This plant soaks up energy. That energy is uninterrupted from the sun to the plant. This one. When you take and you lubricate said plant with something like this or this, that plant's communication with the sun is now blocked. That part of the plant begins to die. Do y'all understand what I'm telling y'all? What I'm telling y'all right now and what I'm about to do is stop using the hair products. Go natural. Find some natural way of cleaning your hair, your beard. Go natural, because these products are prohibiting you from receiving your source signal. Straight from the Most High. He showed me this, and it was so blatant and in my face that I made the Most High laugh. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. He just laughed, because it was so simple that I just burst out and said, I know you lying. I know you lying. I ain't mean no disrespect, but he know me. He created me, so he just laughed. So the chemicals we use to put on our body and look a certain way, the Most High says we are created with the beauty already. We don't need the chemicals. This is what's happening. The chemicals are shutting us off. And they put this right in the movie They Cloned Tyrone, right in our face. After I went and started eating this watermelon, dehydration, everything went out the window. Didn't even need to drink the water. I done ate my seeds and everything, y'all. But listen, this is what the Most High showed me. It's a return to a natural way of things. For those who grow like trees, become like the trees. Return to your natural self. It's Rosh Hashanah. He gave me this info on Rosh Hashanah, y'all. We're going to overcome all sins on the 25th. Fast. This is a big deal. The majority of people that go crazy, they covered in this stuff. This. They cloned Tyrone. Right in our face. They putting the chemicals in your hair, which is soaking into your brain and shutting off your pineal gland. Thank me later. Go without using it. You'll see. Y'all stay blessed. High vibrations way up today.
So you ask questions like, why would they lie? They get $60 million a day from NASA. They're hiding more land and resources. They told you you're an insignificant speck of dust in the ever-expanding universe where everything came from nothing. Lightning struck primordial soup, and then rocks turned into fish eventually, that then turned into fish with feet, that turned into rodents, that turned into apes, that turned into humans, and there's nothing important about you. Random chaotic happenstance that you even exist. Over the course of billions of years of everything exploding from nothing, you get perfectly coalesced into spheres where happen to be you can somehow live here. So don't worry. Well, the truth is, the Earth is stationary and the center of everything, geocentric, and the sky moves in perfect circles over top of us around the center of the sky, right over the center of the Earth. And that means the Earth had to be created. It had to be placed there. So they're hiding the creator. There's 3 reasons. Also, you can't trust any of your senses. You think you're spinning 1,000 miles per hour, but you don't feel it. You think the Earth is curving, but you see it flat. You think that the sun is sitting still in the sky, but you see it move. You think the sun is 400 times bigger than the moon, but you see it as the same size as the moon. And so you can no longer trust your senses. You do not think that you can adequately tell the difference between truth and fiction. You must turn to authority to get all of your answers that you cannot understand. So they have brainwashed you into a slave state where you always turn to the authority to know what truth is, because you have been told that you cannot figure it out on your own. This is how you have good brainwashing capability of a state. So there's 4 very rudimentary reasons they would lie. Why wouldn't they lie? Knowledge is power. If you're the only one with the knowledge, it's much more powerful. When does the government not lie? Okay, so there are your answers. They're hiding land and resources and money and brainwashing you, and they put you in a little circle and told you you can't leave there while they go hang outside of it. Okay, so there's plenty of reasons why they would lie. It doesn't really matter why they lied. The motivation of lying is independent of the fact that they did lie. Okay, and falsification is independent of replacement. We falsified the globe Earth. We don't have to replace every fairy tale they said before it's still real. If you tell me Santa's real, and then I see mommy and daddy bring presents in the house, I don't have to go come up with a new fictitious character from the North Pole or Santa's still real. We falsified your claim that Santa's real. That's all there is to it.
First, you're gonna need toothpaste. I want this gun right here, the 1. I'm gonna take this 1 out. This is what you gotta do. Toothpaste. Then you're gonna need baking soda. Get the real deal, not the bootleg, real deal. Let it sit on there. Let it sit on there. Last but not least, get the salt. All right. Then I ain't got none right now though. I'm gonna go get some. You get some wrap. You wrap it up. Oh, my arm cramping. You wrap it up. Smear it on that good. You wrap it up. Do this every day. And let it sit on there about 30 minutes a day. Let it sit on there for 30 minutes. For 2 weeks. All right, here we go right here. 3 weeks later. Look at that. You do them steps? Tattoo removal.
Dude, these motherfuckers are so in tune with nature that they'll make a bird sound. They're talking to the bird, and the bird will show you where the honey is. There's one guy in the village, Shawnee, that's so strong that he could shoot the arrow through the fucking kudu. It was if I walk with one of the kids and it's like him giving me a tour of his house, like, oh, right. He's like grabbing a snake and biting his head off. He's like, he's like, you want some? He takes out his slingshot, a pebble this big. Bam! Hits a fucking bush baby out of the tree, breaks his legs, puts it here, and it's like, snack for later. See the bees on his fucking head?
Yep, they're lighting him up, and he's eating the honey.
And it does nothing to him.
Really?
So we go climb, hey, come on, climb the tree. Guy sticks his fucking hand in the tree, scoops that out, starts eating it like it's a fucking hamburger. Kid doing this, right?
Yeah.
Like kids. I go in, one sting. Ah! My fucking hand inflates. I'm like, you've been getting stung since you were a kid, so you're like immune to it.
This is how Kodak Black risked his life to expose the truth. The first thing he did was expose Hurricane Harvey.
The wind ain't got no name. What the hell you think Hurricane Harvey, son?
The second thing he did was expose that controls rain and told us that the is underground bunkers.
These people control the rain. These people be digging bunkers up.
The third thing he did was expose the music industry, letting us know that you gotta sell your soul to get attention.
Ain't that crazy? You got somebody in the industry again telling you about the music industry.
An envious person is the worst kind of person because they will kill you, they will betray you into the hands of your enemy. To see you in an uncomfortable position because they hate you not because you're bad, but they hate you for being who and what you are because they want to be that themselves. Come on. And they're not happy with you being that. They want that for themselves and they want to take it from you. And if they can't take it from you, they will kill you so that you cannot exhibit that quality.
Can somebody explain this? Look at this giant ass bird walking in the sky. Man, y'all stay woke out there. Oh, wait.